So I'll tell you what, I know there's more than how many classes are here? Can anybody tell me? 5? Oh, I wish I could do that easier. Okay, I'm just going to get 4 from this side and 4 from this side. I'll pick folks that are sitting down and raising their hands. That way I can see everybody. Okay, if you want to come up, okay, you automatically qualify because you're wearing a Bills sweatshirt. So come on up, this friend here. I grew up in Buffalo, so I have that. Let's see. How about we'll get in the bright green, yellow. Yes, come on up, and we'll get somebody from this one. How about? I see a friend with like a gray sweatshirt toward the back at this table, the same table that Be Kind with a yellow sweatshirt. Yes, come on up. And then we'll get another friend from here. How about I see a friend wearing, oh, you're moving in front, I can't see there. Something football. Oh, wait a second. Is that another team? What team is that? Oh, Maine-Endwell. That's good. Okay, come on up. For a second, I was looking at those colors going, that's not Bills. Okay, let's see. I'll start way in the back here with the light green sweatshirt. Yes. And then we'll get somebody up here. How about, yes. It's okay. You can come up. I know Max. Next to each other. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to move you down just a little bit. Move a little to your left, a little to your left, a little to your left. There we go. That gives me space. Okay. This is a spelling game. Each of you is going to get a card. You're then going to take those cards and you're going to organize the cards to spell the word that I say so that everybody out here can read the card. Okay? So everybody out here can read the card. Now for right now, I'm just going to give them to you face down. So just hang on to that. 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 Whoops, I have to do it so it's exactly the same. You can get that one there. You get one there. 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 Okay, good. Are you ready? I see the group's coming, so we'll go fast here. You ready? Here we go. Everybody, you're the judges, okay? I'm going to be asking you who got the word first. You can move the cards or move yourselves. Here we go. Our first word is spot.
Them.
Spot.
The one with tray on it.
Okay, and I have spod. Okay, so we got 1 point on this side, 1 point on this side. Okay, our next, you can look at your letters so you know what your letters you're dealing with here. Our next word is pots.
Them. Look at tray again.
Hold them up so they can see. Up. I think, is this team? This team, yes? 2 points, don't worry, you guys can catch up. Here we go. The word is tops. Okay, we got 3 points. Okay, so you're going to look at your letters. Be ready, be ready, be ready. Here we go. Now we're getting a little trickier. Ready? Post. Post. Post.
That's right.
Wait, I need arrows. They got a little close this time. This side?
Yes.
Okay, what are we up to? 4 points? Okay, I have 2 more words, so we're going to double the points. Here we go. Ready? Stop! We got points over here. 2 points. You're on the board. Excellent. Okay, so we have 4-2, which means we can tie or win. Here we go. Our last word, and I will be relying on the judges here. The last word is dots. Yes, okay, give the team on my left a big round of applause. And let's give our second runner-up a nice round of applause for playing with us. Thank you so much, guys. I'll help you sign in. You can go back to your seats. And there you are. Good, I'll turn on my mic so it's easier for you to hear what I'm saying. I'm going to try to keep right in this vicinity. If you cannot see, and I ask for teachers and staff indulgence, please let let your students move to a spot where they can see what's going on, because it's no fun if you can't see. So my name is David Black. I'm delighted to be here today.
You can go here for me.
Some quick rules. You may notice that I'm wearing a special shirt that has a key on it. It's because I am the director of the Learn to Amaze Magic Academy, and today, later, I'm going to be teaching some magic back in the gazebo over there. But I have some basic class rules. The first one, I already mentioned, is have fun. Can we do that? Yeah! Excellent. The second one is treat others the way you want to be treated. Now, that's important because that shows respect, it shows that we care about the other person, and that includes things like, if you see something that I'm doing that you may have seen me do before, we don't turn to our neighbor and go, I know how that's done, or I've seen that before, that kind of stuff. No, what we do is we're quiet, we think about it, but we let our friends enjoy it for the first time, okay? So that's one great way to show respect. And then finally, we're going to sometimes do some things that just get so much fun, there'll be a lot of noise. And so what I'll do is I'll go, thank you, thank you, thank you. And by that third one, we want to be nice and quiet and focused back toward me. So let's try that. Make some noise, make some noise. Thank you, thank you. Great job, nice job, okay. I think we are ready to get going here. Let me, I'm trying to keep things from blowing away here, but the first thing I want to do is ask you, what do you think magicians use to do magic? Yes. Sometimes they use a hat to do magic. Other ideas, just raise your hand. Yes, in the blue here. A wand. Sometimes magicians use a wand. Yes, Max. Their own ingenuity. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 since I see this nice group here. Wand, what?
Blanket.
What?
A blanket.
A blanket? Sometimes you can use a blanket. What else?
Cards.
Cards, yes. Playing cards are used a lot.
Volunteer.
Volunteers. I love having volunteers. Well, we are going to be doing some magic, and we're going to be using something that is essential for every magician. Now, before you leave today, would you like to have a magic power?
Yes.
Actually, some magic powers?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I am going to tip you one of the most important things for magicians, and that is power words. Power words are things that help us do magic. You may even have heard of some power words. Do you know any power words? Yes.
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
Bippity boppity boo.
Bippity boppity boo.
Alakazam.
Alakazam. Open sesame. Excellent. So you've heard a lot of these. Well, I'm going to be teaching you some words that not only let you do the magic like magic tricks, but actually give you magic powers for when you interact with other people. And to start it off, creature. Now, this magic creature is a rope worm. And, well, hello. It's always nice to greet people, right, with a nice hello, with a big smile. In fact, you try saying, say hello. Hi. Oh, that is great. You see, that is a very critical magic word. Let's get that there. Boom. Hello is an important magic word, and when you say it with enthusiasm, it has the ability to make people feel comfortable. In fact, now you said hello to the magic worm here, but it's a rope worm, and you probably can't see it too well. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, just so you can see him better. I'm going to try to get him kind of to bunch up here so he's a little easier to see. Now, can you see the magic worm here, the rope worm? Yeah. Okay. Oh, some of you still can't tell you what. I have an idea. Let me see. Yeah, I have an extra rope of a different color. If I take this rope and just kind of confuse him a little bit, yeah, then I can get him to jump over there.
What?
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. When we say hello with a smile and with enthusiasm, we're recognizing somebody. We're saying that you are special and important. And you know, that gets them to relax. And if I massage him just a little bit here, yep, look at that. He's so relaxed I can pull him right off the rope. You know, I can even go further with hello. I can say, hello, what's your name? And let me put him back on the rope here because he does like to be on the rope. So when you say, what's your name? His name, by the way, is Squiggy. Squiggy the rope worm. So say, hello, Squiggy!
Hello, Squiggy!
You guys are great at using this word. And you know what? He's feeling very, very comfortable and relaxed around you.
Whoa!
Just like that. Thank you. Now, I am confident that you know some other magic words, but tell you what, would you like me right here, right now, whoops, I forgot that, I'll get that later, right here, right now, make a bird appear?
Yes!
Would that be cool?
Yes!
Okay. You know, I like birds. I like Red Robin, I like KFC, I like Popeyes, I like Buffalo Wings. Oh yeah, I do like those words. Now tell you what, let's do this bird. Why don't we make a blue jay appear? Okay? We're going to go down low. We're going to go up high. Oh, look at that! It's a blue jay. You know, here's the thing. Yeah, you weren't expecting that one, were you? No, you were looking for something alive. Well, the thing is, we have to be careful how we use our words because our word choice and how we convey the words are very important. I told you the absolute truth. I was going to make a blue jay appear, and I did. But it wasn't what you expected. So how we use our words is very important. And you know, two of those magic words which I know you've used before are please and thank you. Okay? When we use the word please, we are being humble and we're not just pushing our will on somebody else. Right? We're being respectful with thankful because when you say thank you, you are giving the person who did something for you recognition and appreciation. And these three words, hello, please, and thank you, are the foundation of having a positive relationship with other people. When we use these words, it kind of makes relationships go smoothly. Now, would you like me to show you something?
Yes!
Check this out. Let me show you something here. Get rid of that. Sorry about all that knocking there. Yeah, here, there's something. Yeah, I wanted to show you something. You know, this is kind of funny because I just noticed this. You know, there's something in the air today. Yeah. You know, although I'm a little reserved because I feel like there's something between us. Max, is there something on your mind? Is there something bothering you? Oh, okay. That's weird. I'll tell you what, here's the thing. Have you ever said something that hurts another person's feelings? You see, the thing about words is, I talk about using them carefully, right? Because sometimes the words we use can hurt people. And you can hurt people by what you say. And that tears people down. Have you ever said something that is not true about someone? That too destroys and damages relationships. Have you ever said something that makes another person not feel accepted? Right? Those are ways that we can use words that are destructive. Now, the good news is that I can give you some powerful words to help fix that. One of those words is right here. I'm sorry. You see, when we use the word I'm sorry, we can start repairing a broken relationship. Okay? So when we use the words, I'm sorry, let's practice that, everybody. Try saying it. Ready? I'm sorry. Yeah, you see, that can... Oh. Oh boy. Just, that's nothing. Okay. Just, can we just pretend that nothing happened? Yeah, okay, good. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm a little embarrassed. I'm sorry that, tell you what.
What?
Can you forgive me?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's practice that. Can you say, I forgive you?
I forgive you.
You know, when we say, I'm sorry, and we say, I forgive you, that helps repair things in such a way that something great happens. Yeah. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, there's an elephant in the room. Yeah. No, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about that one.
What?
Yeah. You're thinking, okay, I know how he did it. But trust me, I was telling you the absolute truth. This is nothing.
Oh my God.
You know, I wonder, is there somebody maybe at this table that would like nothing? Oh, you raised your hand right away. Sure. Here's nothing. Okay? There you go. You're welcome. Thank you for saying that. Yes. Actually, is there somebody who might want something? Yeah. Did you see the hands go up? Here's a surprise. Yeah. Definitely, you want something. Actually, can you stand up with nothing? Yeah, just kind of stand up. That way we can see nothing. Yeah. Tell you what, Tanner, there's something. Okay. And I just want you to be aware that, you know, when you have something, it's important, especially as you get older, to stand up for something, just like you did down. But here's the biggest thing. We're going to try something. It's a social experiment. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Tanner, I'd like you to give Nico something. And Nico, I'd like you to give Tanner nothing. Here we go. The first time in history you can sit down. Somebody got something for nothing. And you know, that is a great way to build peace in our world, right? We don't have to hold on to something so tight, because there's more of that out there. And so when you have an opportunity, it's okay to give something for nothing. Well, just moving some things around here. You may have noticed this. Yeah, I know some of you were thinking that was in the box. But you know, you might not have realized that I actually put everything in the box. Yeah. Now, at this point, I'm going to need to get somebody up here to show that there is nothing more in the box. So let me see. We'll look over here. I see a young friend. I think it's an Addison or Allison. I can't tell from here. Yes, Adidas. Come on up. Come right on over here. Now I can read it easier. Addison? Hi, nice to meet you. I'm David. Now, Addison, before I let you look in the box, okay? Actually, I just have to check because this is a very curious box. It's a book box. It's called a future book. It's a very, very powerful magic book because you see it's a future book, so it can look into the future. So because there's a little bit of powerful magic in there, I just need to check. You just step here so everybody can see you. Do you have insurance, Addison? No? Are you sure? You sure? You have I'll tell you what, I just want to be, your mom's here today. Yeah? Oh, okay, well, I just want to be sure, so I'll tell you what. Boy, that is, the wind is not helpful today. Let me just, I'm looking for this. Oh, good, got it. And I need this, okay. And I need to get rid of this. Okay, this is just well, you can see this, okay? What I need you to do is just kind of sign here, okay? Right here, but go ahead and read this first, just to be sure. Did you read this? Okay, I need you to sign right here, nice and big, just a little bit of, you know, protection here because, well, this is an important legal document. Excellent, okay. Okay, are you satisfied that you understand everything, this here? Okay, good. Because this is going to be important a little bit later on. This is very important a little bit later on. Tell you what, I need a friend right here. Could you do me a favor and hold this for me? Thank you. Actually, you know what's even better? Why don't you sit on this? Yeah, go ahead and sit on this. Yeah, that way we'll know it's okay. That means we're all set. Okay, now, are you ready? Now I'm going to let you look inside the book box. Now, because we're on stage, you have to do it in a kind of a showy way. So what you're going to do is you're just going to saunter on over to the book box, and you're going to open it up and look inside. Okay? Think you can do that? So what you're going to do is from here, you're going to saunter on over, and you're going to look inside. Okay? Are you ready? Can you do that for me? Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
And what is in the box?
Nothing.
I didn't tell you to take nothing out of the box. No. There is nothing in the box. Okay. Well, you know, we can't do any magic with nothing, so I'll tell you what. Let's try to use everything, what and that, to do a little bit of magic, okay? So we're going to take the cards, and I want you to hold them face down and mix them up a little bit. You happy? Did you mix up everything? No, you mixed up what, that, and everything. So just mix up everything. Oh no, you're fine, you're fine. Just mix it up a little more. Okay? Are you happy? Okay, okay. So what we're going to do is, just so we can keep track, we're going to put them so you can see them. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Now, I want you to take your finger and put your finger down on any one of those 3 cards. Okay? And we're going to take that face down, keep it face down. I don't want to see it, you don't want to see it, put it down, put it in the box. Okay. Now, you can select any of those last cards and hand one to me. You sure you want me to have this one? Okay. Now you can take that and hold on to that. Okay. I told you this is called the future box, right? And kind of hold it so you can't see it and we can't see it. There we go. If you want, you can switch with me. Do you want to stick with the way it is? You see, here's the curious thing. Last night, the future box told me exactly what was going to happen at this very point. You had free choice. You chose which card to put in the box. You chose which card I should have. You chose which card you should have. Now look at me. Look at me. Because we need this. Yeah, we need this. Matt, we need this. Yeah, we need this. Bring it on up. Thank you, Matt. Give Matt a hand. You can return to your seat. The reason we need this is because this has a prediction. Now, I'm going to read the prediction, and you look and make sure I'm saying it correctly, okay? The future book says I have everything. I do. The future book says you are holding that.
What?
You do. which means, what is in the book? Hey, nice job. Let's give it a round. Return to your seat, yes. We still get angry and mad when something happens that does not meet our expectations of what should happen and what will happen. So here's the powerful word. It's a subtle thing, but we have to think from another perspective. Will Rogers was a very famous humorist, comedian, talker back in the day. And he said, "I never met a man I didn't like." That seems hard, right? That seems hard to figure out. He also said one of the reasons is because of his Cherokee background, Native American Cherokee. He said when they meet a person, they look at their face, and then they walk around to the other side and look from their perspective. That's what I understand. That's what the magic is. That when we are frustrated or angry, we have to stop and look from another perspective. And there's magic in that, because you see, when you understand, then you can come up with alternative things to do to meet your expectations. Now, I thought it'd be fun. Okay, I'm looking.
Oh, sure. Even the magician that's working over here now is working on the idea of conflicts between individual kids. And we're all kids at one time, and we know what that's all about. And the concept is that if we can somehow work with kids so they can learn how to settle their own problems, you know, maybe when they're older they will become diplomats. Maybe this country will give up its addiction to war, which is what it is, and begin to talk about negotiations and peace.
Anything else I would like to add?
No, I would just like to add that anybody who is watching this and they have friends in the United States or abroad, ask them to begin a children's peace fair, right? A children's peace fair, and they can use their own ingenuity to make it happen and make it happen well.
Absolutely.
I have a whole bunch of different cards here. I'm just going to kind of spread them out so you can get to them. What I want you
So
to do
good
is
luck
to
with
put your
that. I
finger on
think
any one of the cards.
that we undoubtedly are idealistic, but when you get old, you can still be an idealist. You don't have to be young people like you, right?
Absolutely.
Keep your finger on it.
Yeah. Do you have your card?
I'm going to put it on
Do
the
I?
top.
Yes. I will give you
So in a
another card.
moment, I am going to show you the card.
Start off by saying and spelling your first and last name for me, and then your title.
Okay. Jack, J-A-C-K, Gilroy, G-I-L-R-O-Y, and I'm the events coordinator for Peace Action of Boone County and for Veterans for Peace of Boone County, New York.
All right, so starting off with today's event, we talked about first of its kind. Just talking to me about the event and the importance of the event.
Right. I usually point out to people that there are children's fairs around the United States, but we know of no other children's peace fair. The very important word of peace is missing. In fact, we have the only website for the children'speacefair.org, and we're hoping that the event today, the first time in a school, within in church parking lots in the past, in the summer, when it was kind of difficult to get kids. But here the teachers jumped at it. Hilary, Rozek of Maine-Endwell Home Brain, and Jim Tokos of Maine Memorial were able to bring the kids from suburban Endwell over to their country cousins here in Maine, right? And so it's a great connection because they're going to be going to school with each other in middle school before too long. So the whole concept of it is, and the magician that's working over here now, the concept that he has is how do you get kids to settle disputes between themselves? And if they learn that particular thing, that method, then maybe they can bring that when they get older to diplomatic tables where nationally, statewide, local, internationally, in a country that seems to be addicted to war, if you look at the record, where we need a paradigm change. And the paradigm change will be the young people today that will eventually say, we can negotiate, we don't have to go to war. And I think it's going to happen. Ideally, realistic, but we believe it could.
without harming you.
You mentioned a
Okay?
picture of the effect that this event could have.
It's tough.
I mean, talk to me
but
about
we're
where
going to
you
give it a try.
see
So
this
what I
children's
need
fair
you to
going,
come
obviously
around
expanding
this
outside of
front here, have a seat
Maine-Endwell,
right
but
here.
just, yeah, talk about it.
Right. It
Could
could be done in Vienna. It could be done in Tokyo.
Now,
It could be
yeah,
done
go
in
ahead.
Beijing.
There you
It
go.
could be done anywhere
Now,
in the
so
world,
that-
really.
so that
And
I can
it's
make
just
nice,
a lovely
straight
time of the
decision.
year,
I
at least
have a
in this
guide.
particular part of the world.
have a
September
guide right
21st,
here.
which is
And what we're
recognized
going
as
to
International
do
Day of Peace.
is,
Some people say, shouldn't every day be a day of peace? Absolutely. But
What
here
we're
is a
going
day
to
with
do
a
is
concentration
use
of how you go
this
about doing that, making a more peaceful world,
straight.
is what we're about.
And coming
Just
back
rest
to
that
today's
there for a
event, what are you
moment.
hoping the kids
Stay
today
still.
take out of
I'll
it
give
when
you
they
one
leave
more
here and the event wraps up?
Well, we just hope that the next time they get into an argument in the cafeteria, or maybe brothers and sisters, or brothers and brothers at home, that they might think of, well, there's a different way that we can do this, approach it. And we're hoping that catches on. You know, it's a thing that psychologists and psychiatrists say that one of the biggest problems with dealing with children is the conflicts that they have and how they go about solving them. We don't necessarily say we have the answer. We're devoting this day to the possible answer of making peace instead of making conflict.
Study and practice.
Anything else?
And a few lawsuits. Oh, and I rehearsed
Just for
with my
everyone,
sister,
to please
technically now she's
go
my half-sister.
online and look at childrenspeacefair.org. That's all one
It is
word,
also
childrenspeacefair.org, and send it around to friends in the United States and internationally.
I have
We
these
need it.
safety glasses
All right.
to
Thank you.
protect
Thank
my
you.
eyes.
You said you were going to give me your card.
People think just because I'm a fifth grader, just because I'm a kid, I cannot impact the world. That's not true. You see, you can. You have amazing ability to impact the world. Now, if I bounce that, okay, that bounce is okay. But you suppose it could do more? Yeah, it could do more. You could do more because you see, you have potential. In fact, if you dream, you can have big potential. Big potential, yeah. In fact, if you
want this?
So we have these older back here, we've got bird songs back here, we've got drawings flying across the way. Over by the bathroom station, please make sure you get your pictures taken with our different peace props. We've got the notes here. Your name using the Chinese alphabet. Ms. Burghardt has Autobots for you to program. The banner is next to her. There's origami at the next.
It's fun. How's it going, bro?
I'm gonna die. What is this?
Yo, I don't want to see it. Oh God, my ears are gonna burn.
Careful now, they bite. Yes, they do.
Hey guys, when you're over here, I bet it's the calmer you are,
That will help.
Guys, there's a lot of people here right now. If anybody is willing to go listen to the girl playing the flute, she's all by herself. I don't think anybody's there.
Okay. Oh, I'm sure it does. Yeah, he wants you to put his finger in there. You know why? He's hungry.
Get over to the green.
I'll have a birthday.
See how I have the green matched up with the green? Yep.
Okay, here we go.
And now, well, here, you're going to want to go this way.
Where the two colors match together.
So, yes, you have that correct.
Yeah, put it on where the yellows match.
Not exactly. You want to see how that...
Yes, thank you. It sounded just like happy birthday. Success. Let's do it again quick. Ready? Now watch the bouncing finger. And I'm going to move it in time for you to think it. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to everybody. Happy birthday to you. Yes, you're all musicians. Okay, ready?
Why? Because these flavors, because this is black, it's a different yellow one. What's the oldest honey they ever found? Right, a couple thousand years old. So honey will be forever. Yeah.
What do you think?
Probably a little taste of it.
Adam, how is it?
Doesn't really taste like anything.
No?
How's it taste? Got a little sweet side?
Oh, that tastes so good.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
What tastes good? Honey. There's a little bit of
Honey, there's the comb that have a little bit of honey in it.
that is not honey. That's the best thing I've honey.
That's pure honey. So
that's so
just,
good.
This just the wax. You can taste a little bit of honey on it. Isn't it wild?
That's the better.
All the worker bees are females.
This is what you do.
So you know what I say when I go out my yard? I say, "Hi girls, good morning to you."
The comb doesn't taste good.
Well, no, it doesn't have that much flavor, but again, that's just the comb.
The honey part.
So they fill the comb with honey.
Definitely looks so. I've always wanted to try that. It tastes really good.
Oh, isn't it good? That's pure honey now.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of honey out there.
We're trying to see if there's any more honey. Oh, that's just honey. Like, some of those.
Probably not really different. Did I do a blue jay yet?
Yes.
They sound like they say beep, beep, beep. Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys play instruments?
I'm learning trombone.
Oh, yeah? Cool. Okay. I started playing flute when I was a little girl in this school. This very school that you're going to.
Oh, cool.
I started at Maine-Endwell, yeah, long ago. Well, I was in 5th grade here, actually. Yep. And I started playing flute, and I'm still playing. And now my granddaughter is in the same grade that you guys are in. So that was a long time ago, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, what else can I play? You might hear something like that when you're out taking a walk in the woods, right? Yeah. Well, we can do the best we can here, can't we?
Yeah.
What else did you guys see? Did you see the chimes? Did you go listen to the chimes?
Not yet.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fun Doesn't sound like you're in the woods with the birds, does it?
I don't know. Sounds,
Oh gosh.
sounds like a bird.
All right.
Yeah.
What's your favorite bird? That you
My
can,
favorite bird is a chickadee.
can you make that sound?
Luckily, I can do a chickadee. That's a pretty easy one to do. You ever hear that?
Yeah.
Out in the woods? Yeah. They also do something called chickadee-dee-dee, but I can't really do that on a flute, I don't think.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
My grandma is like favorite bird is like the like a blue bird or it's the chickadee. It's one of those two.
Oh, okay.
It's like yeah.
Yeah. I love chickadees.
Yeah.
Could I ask you, like, what do you think about peace? What would you say? What?
That everybody should be nice to each other. And being nice can spread to the world.
Thank you.
You hear that sound in the spring? That sound like a bird you might have heard?
Yeah.
What does peace mean to you?
It means something very special because it just means that we're not getting like, we're not being like, peace means to me like we can do stuff without like being yelled at and we're free.
Okay, sounds good. And your name is, and what grade are you in?
I'm in 5th grade and my name is Jackson.
Thanks, Jackson. What about war? How do you feel about war?
War means to me like, I really don't like it when people go to war because it means those two countries are fighting for their lives.
Yeah.
And it's really sad to me how like they just lose their life from that, from one battle.
Yeah. Thanks, Jackson. That was good.
In the wood, they produced this plant stand for me. But you see, these rings were growing under a lot of pressure. They were really condensed. But when you have a tree that's growing that way, it produces this nice grain. So this is just, it's another way that I have shown honor to the tree. Most of it I cut up and put in my wood stove. Sugar maple is one of the best types of firewood you can get. It produces, a lot of heat in comparison to other trees. But then you can also make beautiful things out of it if you have the talent, for producing furniture. You can see a few. They're kind of obscured. I'd have to sand it down. So there would be some rings here, but these also would be like really tight. You'd have to have really good eyesight.
So this takes a lot of time to grow?
Yeah, this probably took quite a few years, but if the tree is healthy, it will try to seal up any wounds, as quickly as possible.
From Japan.
So these are kimonos from Japan? So how old are they? Are they old?
Hey guys, get off the stage. Go to one of the stations, okay?
Arabic and Ukrainian.
Can you, what's your name? Isabella, what grade are you in?
5th.
Can you say something about what peace means to you?
It's just like a family generation. My grandmother really likes the peace sign.
And what does peace mean then, besides a peace sign?
Peace is like no fighting and stuff.
Thank you, Isabella.
The one thing we learned today, peace is love your love your neighbor as you wish to be. No, treat your neighbor as you wish to be treated, right? Then we would have peace all over the world. Okay.
So what are we doing here? What is it?
So this is writing their name in either Chinese, Ukrainian, or Arabic.
I'm just trying to write some letters. I did it!
Good job. You can keep it?
That is a very awful eye.
No. It is good. You're trying. I'm sure.
What's going on here?
These are coding robots.
They're so fun.
Yes, they are.
And what do they do?
You have to create a code for the robot to read, and then it does whatever the code tells it to do. So they spin, or they go faster, or...
What about tornado?
That one's a good one.
It's going like this.
You want a new piece of paper, Evelyn?
Going past this. Is it like a special sheet of paper?
It's not a special sheet of paper, no. It's the rolling black, green, it's gonna start going faster. It's the code that tells your robot what to do.
What do we have going on here?
They're making a poster with all of our 5th grade hands. So in 2031, they hang it up in our senior year.
Oh, how nice.
Sorry, it did not mean to get it.
Say your name, what grade you're in.
My name's Raquel and I'm in 5th grade.
Can you say what peace means to you?
Peace means to me is it means that everyone doesn't like fight or anything, and it just means everything goes correctly.
Thank you, Raquel. What's your name and what grade?
I'm Anna and I'm in 5th grade.
What does peace mean to you?
Peace means to me that like everyone's kind to each other, we're not fighting, and everyone's just at calm about
Thank you. And what's your name again?
Anna.
Anna. Thanks, Anna.
Oh, are you recording us?
Yes.
Oh.
That's okay. So what's going on here?
We're making origamis.
Origami cranes.
Oh, cranes. You're making cranes. All right.
Interesting. So you have this. It's like a
Look at what it's showing us here.
Is a crane a peace symbol?
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
oh, okay.
This is the peace crane, this particular one. It's origami paper cranes for peace. And there's a little story here that tells about how to do it, but I'm afraid they're not going to finish it if I'm stopped reading this. So,
Riley, I told you! They're Blakey, that one on the Blakey, remember
So what do we?
Come off easy at us.
What do we have here? What's going on here?
Rock painting.
Rock painting. All right.
And the whole assortment over there too.
Huh.
They're gonna make a design of this peace sign around the tree.
Oh.
This is the best.
You like those things, yeah.
I'm gonna let this dry and then like kind of dab my name on it.
Okay, sure.
You'll recognize it when you see it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it
Yep.
dry and then I'm gonna
are on the no transport list. So if I have birds that I need to take down to my sister rescue in Florida, I have to make sure I have all the papers in case we get pulled over. But no, we have so many breeders. That's why we have so many in rescues, because they just keep breeding them and selling them to whoever, Tom, Dick, and Harry comes with a check.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Isn't there like a legal thing that it's illegal to do that?
Nope.
No, not as long as they've been in the United 74, I think, is when they closed the...
Yeah. So all the birds right now in the United States are domestic. And a breeder just has to register their number. They have to register with the Department of Agriculture on a regular basis, but they can turn out as many as eggs will be laid. Yeah, there's even some breeders that will sell babies that are still being fed, expecting the new owner to know how to feed them.
So that's in every 4.
Not now. I've done it enough, Mom.
She's exhausted now. She was panting hard when we brought her back across the field.
And what kind of a bird is she?
She is a cross between a great green macaw and a military macaw.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they're both, well, that's part of speciation. I don't know how far 5th graders have gotten, but when two species become so far removed.
Right.
Yeah. So I remember you were young. You're still younger than me.
I'm still like you were a little guy.
Cute little guy.
15 is the best one. When we were up to 17. But that's when I think if I had bigger ones. So Emily, I'm looking at yours.
Emily, Leo.
That's me, Emily.
Yeah. Oh.
Not your sister. Silly boy. Silly man.
So you do it like here. Can you explain what's going on?
So we're making a Da Vinci bridge.
A Da Vinci bridge?
Yeah, out of popsicle
Yeah, I got that part.
Ah, neat.
Okay.
Now you do yours, I'm gonna copy.
Okay.
And what does that mean, a Da Vinci bridge?
It's just a bridge that you don't need glue or anything to hold it together. It's all interlocking. So you could build it with bigger things. So like
Right in the middle of it.
Is it raining?
Back it up to give me room.
I think it was just dribbling for a second.
Oh.
Now, and I like
It's
to
not
move it
anymore.
to give me
It's
to make
clear
it.
clouds now. But I think
Can you say what peace means to you, or?
it means that there's no fighting and we can all just come together and have fun with not any fighting or anything. Just
And then you could just keep going like that. And then,
just together and come together as a happy world.
And what's your name and grade?
I'm Ryan and I'm in 5th grade.
Thank you. What's going on here at this table?
A lot of good stations. Did you go over to see about the treaty? That one? That's a very interesting one. He's from Newark Valley, and he's explaining an interesting station. What else? There's a beekeeper from, I don't know where he
Come on, let me just get it on film. What's your first name?
Those are my favorites.
Liliana.
Mariana?
No, Lily.
Liliana, and what is your grade? And what does peace mean to you?
Peace means to me to share and treat other people the way they need to be treated, and also help and understand, because I think that will make their day better.
No, but I'm sure I want to meet him.
Thank you.
So, this is how this is going to go. Remember, the number that you have to be aware of is the number 8. Okay? 8-beat rhythm. Everybody count with me. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Let's tap it out on the sticks. Make sure you get the and in there. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. The and happens when the sticks are apart and they're not making a beat. Let's do it on the bucket. 1, 2, ready, go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Okay, remember, don't get aggressive there. You're going to throw off the whole rhythm. So, first part of the root. All right, everybody do that now. And 1, and 2. So your sticks are up here. It's only 2 beats. Let's do that again. And 1, and 2. Reach to your left. Your left. Your other left. So that's clockwise. And 3, and 4. back to the center. And 5 and 6. To the right. And 4 and 8. Go back to the center. And 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, left. 1, 2, right. 1, 2, left. 'Remember to follow my rhythm. 2 on the buckets, then your sticks go out in front. Tap the stick of your partner, okay? You can try to hit both of them or just focus on one. It really doesn't matter, it's up to you. Some of you might be able to get both people looking up the side of your eyes, your peripheral vision there. Some of you might want to just focus on one person. That's up to you. So this is how it's gonna go. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 apart. 1, 2 apart. 5, 6 apart. 1, 2 apart. Good. Can we put both parts together, please? Oh, hold on. We're going to put both parts together now. So we're only going to do the left, right once, and then together apart once, and then we'll repeat that. And then we'll add some music to see how well we're doing. 1, 2, ready, go. Together, left, together, right, together, apart, together, apart, together, left, together, right, together, apart, together, apart, together, left, together, right, together, apart, apart. Okay, you've got to stay engaged up here. You've got to stay engaged up here. Here we go. Let's try this out. Here's the rhythm. Ready, go. We're putting it all together. So we're going to go 2 on the bucket, stand up for 3, 4, go to the seat on the left. Let's try that. Just one seat. 1, 2, 3, 4, go to the seat on your left. 1, 3, 4, go to the seat on your left. 1, 3, 4, go to the seat on your left. 1, 3, 4, go to the seat on your left. Brilliant. Let's put it all together. Let's put this together. Here we go. Here we go. We got this. We got this. It wasn't easy, but we're going to do it. You got this? You got it. Hold on, I'm not in. 1, 2, ready, go. Left, right, center, apart, stand up, go to your left, start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, 1, 2, 6, down. Guys, that was outstanding. Thank you for your perseverance and your patience. We created something really, really well together. Remember, cardio drumming in general, doesn't take a lot of expensive equipment. Find something and create on your own. You may leave if you are so choosing.